Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Arizona Cardinals. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Arizona Cardinals. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you've got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. Orchestrating the offense will be a man who, of course, won a national title back in his days at Clemson, Deshaun Watson. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. And with this offense, what about DJ Fluker?
Came out of Alabama, could play tackle, could play guard. He's so big, Brandon, I think he plays both at the same time.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Three bud. Switch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Now look now at the defensive starters for the Cardinals. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
On 3rd down, Chaney. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Let's go.
So here come the Cardinals now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
I know teams always talk about having a 24-hour rule after a game, and eventually we end up rolling our eyes. But it works both ways, right? 24 hours if you win, 24 if you lose. But, boy, it's a fun 24 when you win the game and you win NFC Offensive Player of the Week, isn't it?
Absolutely. Murray now on 1st down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jerry Tillery in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Play action. Now it's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey. 4 down.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
Let's go. Strong left. Strong left. Strong left. 4 down.
They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now Johnson. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And here are the offensive starters for Arizona.
And the play of this offensive line is going to be so important in this game because we saw the sack a minute or so ago. They've got to be able to give their guy time to throw. That means communication and being physical is vital. Otherwise, this could be a long game.
Throwing on second and long. Murray, and that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Murray now. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to...
Oh, pressure comes, and the Dolphins block it. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Touchdown.
As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race. Now, this is into the weekend in the NFC. And for them right now, not a done deal. So they are holding down one of the final wild card spots. And with 2 weeks to go, there are others kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And imagine what the talk has been all week within their locker room. And it's really, let's rely on ourselves because they could get help and still get to the playoffs. But who wants that? Go out, win the game, take care of things yourself, and then you don't have anything else to worry about.
First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43.
4 down, check, 4 down.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Shotgun now from Murray. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
Watch left. He's top right there. We got 4.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Murray now to throw. Open man here is Scott, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. 25 yards for the touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Everyone, go 4 down.
Watson on 3rd down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. This one good for a first down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season. On first down, Chaney. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Check nickel.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Hey, let's make it a long day.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. They'll try the air now with Watson. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. From 4 yards out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with the touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage, probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 81 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
defense.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They'll run with Henderson. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
To throw, it's Murray. Over the middle, complete. That's Gray. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. 23 yards on the play. Murray now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Here's Murray from midfield. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to get it to Hakeem Butler there, but it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. Murray now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray, throw left side, complete. That's Gray. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 14-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, Cardinals 7.
On 2nd down, it's Henderson, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Good job, D. Good job.
A 5-yard touchdown. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that one a long 11-play drive. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
SOS, SOS, SOS.
He'll find Metcalf. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Watson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. DK Metcalf with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. here as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gray. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. The Cardinals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And an alley to run. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
This is Henderson, and he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Murray. He can run for it, and he will. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Get on the point right here.
Murray now on first down. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
second and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Second down, it's Henderson. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up third and 7.
On play action, it's Murray. Got an open man, it's Scott. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Here's Murray. This is caught. 3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal. Throwing again on second down. Murray. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2. Raekwon McMillan gets him for a loss of a yard, and it will bring up third down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that'll bring him back within 4. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So that one will be accepted.
Let's go, baby. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. Let him know.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
Run!
That's a gain of 6 on the first down run. On second down now, Chaney tried to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Here's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. To throw is Murray. This one caught by Isabella. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. First down, Murray. He finds his man Johnson. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Throwing now is Murray. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Murray, he's used to moving fast in Oklahoma. He'll get his guys up to the line. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive maybe. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. The Cards going nickel, an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the 2nd half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the 2nd half gets started. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
53, Mike, coming to you.
Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. Step, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. 9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Henderson, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaken up on the play. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Game situation. Let's go.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And he fires one, but incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Watson on 1st down. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And the penalty, a big assist to this offense. Now it's 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Watson. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Watson now to throw. That's complete to Jake Butt. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. To the air yet again, Watson. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Henderson. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
53's the mic. 53's the mic.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gray. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey.
Murray now on 1st down. And he slings one that's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
Now Murray off play action. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Open man is QT, complete. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Watson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's got Jake Butt as tight end. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Love the effort there. I mean, to get a field goal block in this situation because they knew what was going on. They give up those 3 points there. It's now a 2-possession game.
Yeah, that really changes the complexion here in the second half, doesn't it?
It really does, and now you give your team more than a fighting chance and a little momentum. Terrific job by them setting the tone and picking up their defense.
So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Hey, we got tight end. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end.
Murray now on 1st down. He gets this one to Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Henderson going to run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now it's Watson. Complete out right to Jake Butt. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Here we go.
The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. Now a 1st down throw. Watson. Got an open man. It's QT. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. from the gun. Here's Watson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problem for me.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a one-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
First down, Murray. Over the middle, complete. That's Gray. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's good for 28 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, Evan. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Let's go, baby.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
They'll keep it on the ground. Chaney. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Watson. And this is caught at the 8. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt. And so,
oh, no, he lost the football.
I'm going to hit you all day.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look to grab a late lead.
That's right, baby.
On 2nd down now, Chaney, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert? And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
Murray to throw. Screen play, Johnson. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back to throw, Murray. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And finally down at the 32-yard line. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16.
We got this.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They'll run on first down. Chaney. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. They'll keep it on the ground. Chaney, and the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they will take a knee here.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Miami, they pick up win number 7 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.